Hello, my rock angels. It is Friday, the 29th of March, and it is Good Friday. So I hope you're off today. If you're not, then I hope you get some time later today. And if you are off, I hope you're doing something wonderful or you're having a rest. So today's message is, I think, for certain people. I don't think it's for everybody. So if you've come across my message today, it's definitely for you. If not, certain parts of it will be for you. So take from it what you think resonates. So the song I woke up singing this morning was I miss you like crazy, I miss you like crazy, ever since you went away, every hour of every day, I miss you like crazy, I miss you like crazy, no matter what I say or do, there's no way of getting over you. So I was singing that. So today is definitely a love message. It's somebody who wants to say sorry to you. Now, I'm not saying that they deserve to say sorry to you, but they're missing you. So it's somebody in your life who, it might be somebody who loves you, it might be somebody who's a friend who wants to say sorry to you, but there's definitely somebody who wants to apologise for something that they've done or said that they feels wrong. So the cards that I pulled this morning, now I did a pre-shuffle this morning, so I've actually pulled the cards, and they're from my animal spirit deck. I seem to have used them a lot this week. It's the cards have really spoke to me this week from the angels and the spirit guides. So they've really spoken to me. So I'm not certain really whether the spirits are saying be careful whether you allow this person back into your life. I'm a great believer that we can forgive but don't forget what somebody's done. So you can accept somebody's apology, accept their forgiveness, but don't forget what they've done. So the cards this morning, we've got Mouse, and Mouse is saying you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. I've got 3 cards this morning, which is unusual. I usually only get 2. And then the Condor. We've got you're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before taking any decisions or taking action. And then we've got the Shark. And the Shark is saying trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. So whilst this person is missing you, and I think they are really, really missing you, because you're all very kind people, you're all wonderful people. I've said this many times over. You're all lovely people, and they are missing you, and they want to apologise. So whether you want to accept their apology is your choice. I've always talked about we have choice. So, like the mouse says, you're overlooking some really important details. So pay attention to what's going on. I said yesterday about taking some time out and reflecting on what's going on in your life. Have a think about it. And I think this message is for those people who need to take a step back and to take a look at what's going on in your life. So if you have got a friend or a loved one, this might be somebody who, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, somebody who you've separated from recently, who who needs to say sorry to you. Perhaps that's where the healing starts. Sorry does start the healing path. Perhaps that's where you need closure. Sometimes sorry is the start of closure for you, but it doesn't mean that you forget. So take the time to think about whether, you know, you're too enmeshed in this situation. The Condor is saying to you today, you're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back, look at the bigger picture. How does it affect your life? What impact is this having on your life? Is it making you very unhappy? Will this person make you happy? Will they make you very unhappy? Are they making you sad? You've got to look at how this person impacts you. And if they're making your life too chaotic, too sad, too unhappy, then you've got to say to yourself, you're not the right person to be in my life. If they're a toxic person, thank them for what they've taught you in life. I believe there are three types of situation that come into your life. Somebody comes into your life very quickly to teach you something, but then they leave your life. Somebody comes into your life for a relative amount of time to teach you something, and they spend a bit of time in your life, maybe a few months, maybe a couple of years, but then they leave your life and you've learnt something from them. And then you've got your long-term people who come into your life, who are your good friends or your soulmates, and your long-term people, and they're in your life forever. So there's those three kinds of people. And perhaps this person who is missing you like crazy but wants to say sorry to you is perhaps the first or the second type of person, because the shark is saying trust your instincts. The shark works on their instincts. That's how they survive. And the shark is a very discerning animal. It's a very discerning fish. And that's how the shark works. That's how they survive. That's how they get their food, by being very discerning. I know it's a bit of a tough message today for some people to hear on Good Friday, because I'd like to think that you'll all have a lovely Friday. So for some of you, perhaps you need to sit in reflection today and spend time thinking about your relationships, thinking about who's missing you, thinking about who needs to say sorry. Perhaps you're the person who needs to say sorry. Sometimes in our relationships, I know I needed to say sorry this week. I was a bit snarky with one of my loved ones this week, through something that happened that wasn't really my fault. But I was a bit snarky with somebody, and I needed to say I was sorry. I didn't mean to be snarky, but I was. So I instantly, when I realised I was being snarky, said I was sorry. I needed to be the bigger person. So perhaps it's you that needs to be sorry. Perhaps you're overlooking an important detail in your life where you need to actually go, I'm sorry. Doesn't take a lot to say I'm sorry. It starts that healing process in any relationship. So I hope you have a really, really good Friday. Whatever time you come across my message, it's meant for you, generally. So the first bit of it might not be, but the second bit is. Have a lovely Good Friday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody.